Welcome back to NyynewsTV. This is the Twinbill podcast. I am Alex Guyevich-Prodich with your host, Luka Guyevich-Prodich, here for another episode, another awesome episode. We have a couple of things to go into, some fun stuff, some serious stuff relating to the MLB. Luka, just general thoughts. How are you doing? And once you get a chance, we'll get into our first subject matter of the episode.
I'm doing okay. Wouldn't be recording this late if it wasn't for my Instagram getting hacked, but otherwise doing okay.
All right. So you're going to pull up that article on the MLB.
Yep, I already have it.
Okay. So if you have anything else to pull away from it, and obviously we know the basic facts, if you want to just outline it right away and give your thoughts, and I'll give my thoughts afterward.
It says Major League Baseball has stopped testing players for steroids for the first time in nearly 20 years due to the expiration of the sports drug agreement. Two people familiar with the sports joint drug program told the Associated Press. Now, this article was released yesterday. The whole headline came where yesterday, and it's pretty much that. Obviously, as if I haven't mentioned already, the agreement ended yesterday, or in recent times. So it's ridiculous in my opinion, because now Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens and Manny Ramirez and Alex Rodriguez are all not getting in because of suspicions over PED use, while we have Mike Piazza, Jeff Bagwell sitting in the Hall of Fame. And yeah, this is just hypocrisy.
And that's your overall thoughts on it, of course.
Yeah.
So let me give you my thoughts. And I went on a little bit of a tangent on my YouTube channel. It was about a 10-minute video. So if you guys can go watch it, Big Blue in the Bronx. I think it's much more than just, oh, well, these guys aren't getting in the Hall of Fame, even though, well, the agreement is now up. First of all, just this whole thing, in my opinion, could have been avoided if they did this shit like a year ago or something. And listen, I'm not going to make any stupid suggestions or whatever. You're not going to make a new CBA during a season. I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think it ever will happen. But when you have one year left on the CBA, I mean, it's just, what are you waiting for? It's the MLB. We've talked about it so many times. The MLB is disorganized. And now, I know you can't wait. I know Pete can't wait. Rob Manfred is going to talk to the media on Thursday. And they're meeting in Orlando for discussions or whatever the hell they're going to do. I just feel like rather than get shit done, those two are going to go to Disney World and go to Magic Kingdom and Epcot and all those other fun stuff rather than just actually get shit done. That's how I feel. But my main point about this is, how do you let this run out? Because basically, until you agree to a new CBA, until you agree to another agreements just overall on steroid testing and drug testing, there's a potential that you're going to have guys jacked up coming into spring training. You can throw a couple of people out there. For any people that aren't Yankee fans, they'll probably throw out guys like Gary Sanchez or whoever. And I'm just naming names. I'm not trying to pick on anybody. But with that being said, you're having guys coming to spring training jacked, and you don't know if they've been taking steroids because, well, there's no testing. But then again, by spring training, there should be, then again, this is the MLB, there should be steroid testing. And it's not just that. Someone brought it up. Obviously, this goes into a lot of our heads as Major League Baseball fans. What happened after the 94 lockout, Luka?
Players got jacked up, particularly Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. The MLB made money off of it, and they didn't care.
Right. With that being said, go buy yourselves a Sammy Screwjob shirt. That's one of my favorites on the NYY News shop. So feel free to purchase some merchandise from this podcast and the other podcasts as well. But with that being said, obviously we knew before this steroid news even came out that the MLB basically fucked the people, and not the people as in like the audience, but like they fucked Mark McGwire, they fucked Sammy Sosa because they made them money. And then obviously once again it goes back to, oh, Chicago Cubs, oh, you gotta apologize, Sammy Sosa. No, fuck you. I made you guys relevant, and with that being said, you guys are nothing without me. It's just sickening with the MLB, and they are so disorganized. And I could go on a tangent for like 30 minutes, but I really don't want to do that. But my point is this, just an overall point before we move into something else, and then eventually a couple other things as well. The MLB with the steroid testing, now that it's halted, players are going to come up in spring training jacked. They're going to come jacked in spring training. There's definitely a possibility of that. And then the MLB won't have any real answer because there would have been nothing to prevent that from happening. They wouldn't have had a steroid testing procedure. And now you got that on your hands. But some people anticipate they did it on purpose because of the image. But here's the difference, in my opinion, between the lockout and all that stuff that happened in the 90s compared to now. They've been fucking themselves royally within the last 3 years. That goes with screwing over minor league teams, even though a lot of people really don't care about that. I care about that because I care about local communities and that stuff. You got the stupid rules they put in to try to attract the Gen Z, the millennial crowd, the people that really don't want to watch baseball, the people that are on their fucking cell phones at games and shit. You know, it was a waste of time there. 2 years we had to go through that crap, and they're just in a sinkhole right now. They're just in a sinkhole, and this is something they could use to go ahead and boost their image. And once again, it's not going to work because I think you'll have too many fans just recognize, hey, well, they did this in the 90s after the 94 lockout. Maybe this guy or this guy's going to hit, I don't know, 60 home runs or whatever the case may be. But I just feel that the image is not going to survive like it did in the 90s and boost up and all that crap. And once again, it is a shame because literally we just had a Hall of Fame vote where these stupid ass writers came out and said, oh, well, you know, we're not going to vote these guys in because of steroids, and they weren't nice guys. Meanwhile, Mike Piazza, Jeff Bagwell, David Ortiz,
Gaylord Perry doctored the balls all the time, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
David Ortiz, FS1. He works for FS1, and he did steroids. But MLB just put that under the rug. They didn't want anyone to know about it, and, you know, but he's a nice guy. Mark McGwire's not in. Sammy Sosa's not in. Barry Bonds is not in. Kurt Schilling's not in. A couple other guys aren't in. And it's a damn shame. Meanwhile, you look at the next couple of classes. Did we actually review that? I think we did, right?
We did 23 and 24.
Okay. Do you want to do that this episode, or do you want to do it another episode?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, you know what? That was a very put-off answer. But with that being said, just the next couple of classes, it's full of not
you really gotta sift through and kind of lower your expectations, I feel.
Like Carlos Beltran is one of the guys that deserves the Hall of Fame out of the couple of classes. Maybe to some people he doesn't. Not in terms of the cheating scandal, but just as a player. But you have to lower your expectations to get somebody in. Jacoby Ellsbury is eligible in a couple of years. So I said on Twitter, why don't you veto his years of eligibility and use that for Barry Bonds and Kurt Schilling and Roger Clemens? But obviously, you know, it is what it is. So final thoughts on the whole situation.
It's just ridiculous. And I think it's, as you said, it's an image save. MLB is going to try to do what they did back in the mid-90s. I don't think it's going to work this time around.
All right. So I do want to pay tribute real quickly to Gerald Williams. He recently passed away of cancer. I remember a tweet that was originally sent out by a different media outlet that was a quote from Derek Jeter. He did die from cancer at the age of 55 on February 8th. Shouts to him, prayers to his family, rest in peace, Gerald Williams. He was a two-time Yankee. He was a Yankee from 92 to 96. Then he was a Brewer from 96 to 97, was an Atlanta Brave between 1998 and 1999, was a Devil Ray from 2000 to 2001, then a Yankee again between 2001 and 2002, 2003 with the Florida Marlins, did not win a chip there, probably because he was in the minor leagues. Then 2004 to 2005, he spent with the New York Mets. He finished his career with a .255 batting average, 85 home runs, and 365 RBIs. So, kind of want to get to something here. With that being said, I have a joke for you. And it's not necessarily the most cleanest joke, and it's not necessarily the most funniest joke. But how do baseball players know when to bathe?
I have no answer.
Well, you're very unintelligent. I'm joking. But with that being said, foul balls. How can you avoid foul balls, you ask? By using the promo code Twinbill20 at manscaped.com. Support for Twinbill is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped recently launched the Men's Hygiene Bundle, the Performance Package. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code Twinbill20 at manscaped.com. If my math is correct, well, that's about 8 million balls. So unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Obviously, once again, the promo code is Twinbill20. So I got a fun fact.
More balls will be cleaned along the way. So please get Manscaped. More balls will be cleaned along the way.
Weird token, I guess.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
What, are you trying to put in your personal experiences now?
I mean, yes, I do use the Manscaped, not just no. It's not for down there, Alex. I'm saying like I also use it for my sideburns and my beard.
I'm just saying you really shouldn't have started that conversation because now people are going to have gross conclusions.
I wasn't even talking about down under. Okay.
No, it's the fact that you weren't talking about it, but you brought it up.
Okay.
No, you put yourself in this conversation.
I don't even know what I did wrong.
I think you just not worry about it. So, fun fact before we get into our final topic, and once again, we apologize for the lack of content on our end. We have a fun.
You can thank Major League Baseball for that.
Yes, you could thank Major League Baseball. Yes, thank Major League Baseball. But we have a fun way to end the show. It's a bit of a longer segment, probably than the first couple. But I was looking for little jokes.
Okay.
Little jokes to kind of do that Manscaped ad. And obviously, once again, the one I pulled was one of them. And then there was a thing that said jokes for individual teams. And in a minute, I'm going to read some Yankee jokes. Okay. So be prepared for that. This is what we've gotten to. This is what we've evolved to. And I was considering doing one that I just made up in my head, but it didn't make any sense. I was considering making a joke about a 13-year-old kid going through puberty, and then Luis Castillo, and then Luis Castillo being the only one who can control which, if the ball drops or not. So, this is what we've evolved to. This is what the lack of Major League Baseball action has put us evolved to. You people right now didn't even want to know about your down there and all your face stuff and all that other shit.
I said, listen, I wasn't talking about shaving down there. I was talking about shaving my chin, my sideburns.
But the thing is, there's the other side where people are going to assume that you're very dirty.
Oh, my God. How about people just don't assume, okay?
I think you should just shut your mouth and let the ad be the ad without you being self-centered.
Okay.
Red boy. Anyway, let's take a look at these jokes. Now, these won't all be funny. These won't all be the greatest, but listen, I just find, you know what? Whatever. Anyway, these are so stupid, but some of them are funny once again. What's the difference between the New York... And by the way, one of our guys in the chat, I know he's very negative on the Yankees, Michael Caputo, and he just doesn't like what they're doing, is tempting not watching baseball this season, but he might like some of these jokes. So here's one. What's the difference between the New York Yankees and a mosquito?
Tell us.
A mosquito stops sucking.
Okay.
You're very interested because you're yawning.
Yeah, very interested.
What is the difference between a Yankees fan and a baby?
The baby, something about whining.
Baby will stop whining after a while.
I guess some Yankee fans are just never happy, but I don't see a reason to be happy with this organization right now. I'll be completely honest. So there's that.
Why did the post office recall their latest stamps?
I don't know.
They had pictures of Yankees players on them, and people couldn't figure out which side to spit on. I don't even know anymore.
Oh my god.
What's the difference between dirt and the New York Yankees?
It has to be something with clean, right?
Nothing. They both always get swept.
Not always get swept. Just to shed a little light on that, not always get swept, but the Yankees always get swept by the Rays and the Red Sox. So,
well, there's a good one here, but the problem is that I don't want to offend a certain community. I don't want to get canceled too quickly.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What song do New York Yankees fans sing before the bottom of the ninth inning?
I don't know.
Nobody knows. There's never any of them left. I would say it's more Met fans.
Yeah. No, don't rip Met fans. Met fans are loyal.
You're really defending Met fans.
What? Dude, I know something about losing franchises.
These are the same people that come out every offseason. We got Lindor. They're like, I understand that Yankee fans are bad and they're like Cowboy fans, but come on. They every move they hype, they're like, oh, we got this guy. We got that guy. We're going to the World Series. Off-season champs every year.
I understand that, but they're also incredibly loyal, which you'll have to respect. They haven't won a World Series since 1986. Like, look at the Jets and the Knicks are probably one of the most loyal fan bases in all of New York sports. Jets haven't won since '69. Got a ton of loyal fans there. I can speak for myself. Knicks fans are pretty loyal.
Lose.
What?
You wanted your team to lose. That's not loyal.
Oh, please, Alex. You sound like a boomer.
I'm a homer. How am I a homer?
I didn't say a.
You said homer. You were about to say homer before you said boomer. Pick a fucking word.
You didn't understand. You didn't understand what we have to go through.
I have good hearing, unlike you. Anyway,
you didn't understand what you have to go through in 2020.
Oh, I didn't understand. I didn't root for my team to lose. That's just where it is. And you know what?
Listen, you didn't understand the cause, okay?
That didn't even work. Exactly.
Hey, at least we got Zach Wilson, okay?
Oh, that didn't even work.
Wilson had a better rookie season than Trevor Lawrence.
That didn't even work.
It's true.
Yeah,
Tell
but
me it's not true. Tell me it's not true.
I'm not saying it's not true, but before we get too much into football here, Zach Wilson's ceiling and Trevor Lawrence's ceiling, no matter the system, are two different things. So if Trevor Lawrence has a floor and Zach Wilson's ceiling is a little bit more than Trevor Lawrence's floor in Jacksonville, I mean, come on. But with that being said, I don't know why you brought up the Jets. Nobody cares about the Jets. I'm gonna go on the Red Sox. I'm going to go on the Red Sox next, and then the Mets, because this is what we're doing now. You have fully encouraged me to go on this little tangent here and start making corny ass fucking jokes that go against our baseball.
They're not even yours, so
I'm not saying they're mine. I'm saying these corny ass jokes. Jesus Christ. There's one. I hate this one already. What is the difference between CC Sabathia and a professional bowler?
I don't know.
A professional bowler knows how to throw a strike.
Or I guess.
Some of these jokes are just either way too offensive or let's see.
I don't know. Some of them have no merit, honestly.
Oh my god. Okay, this is the way I'm going. This is the only one that's going this dirty, okay? If you're under like 15 years old, please keep your ears closed. What do Yankee fans and sperm have in common? 1 in 3 million has a chance of becoming a human being. What have we evolved to? Let's see. There's one more. I'm gonna read one more, and then we'll move to something else or just another team. Let's see. Why do ducks fly over Yankee Stadium upside down?
Excuse me?
Why do ducks? Someone didn't even get that. Like ducks don't fly. At least to my knowledge, at least the ducks that I know. So someone's dumb.
Plus, they can't even fly that high.
Let's try this again. Whatever. Let's go with the joke. Why do ducks fly over Yankee Stadium upside down? There's nothing worth crapping on. That doesn't even make any sense. That doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Well, no, that would be a goose, wouldn't you think about it?
Yeah, but whoever created these jokes is not very intelligent.
Clearly not.
All right. Let's go. All right, one more team, and then we'll actually got to get to that fun segment at the end. Red Sox or Mets?
Red Sox.
Okay. We don't really have much merit to stand on.
Obviously, because the Red Sox are better than us.
Oh my god, this is okay. Anyway, some of these jokes are just the same as the Yankee jokes. Why do the Red Sox stink? Because they have stinky buckholes.
Okay. Oh god.
Why does David Ortiz hate steroids in baseball? Because his drug choice is gravy.
What?
Because he's fat, you idiot. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Trying to find a good one. This, unfortunately, okay. So here's one that kind of Eli Manning put towards Tom Brady. It's one of my favorites, and this is true, but it's not true. What is a Boston Red Sox fan's favorite wine?
I honestly don't know.
We can't beat the Yankees. But obviously, we all know that's very irrelevant in this time because they beat us and we got kicked out of the playoffs. There's a bunch of fucked up ones on here. Let's see. I'm gonna do two more, and then we're gonna be done with this because this is starting to get old. Oh God, Jesus Christ! Oh my God, some of these are just either too fucked up or let's see. What's the difference between a cactus and the Red Sox dugout? On a cactus, the pricks are on the outside.
Okay, I actually kind of like that one.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. My wife was about to put my son in a Red Sox jersey. However, I reminded her it was a choking hazard. Okay, some of these were funny, but some of these were just straight up unproductive.
The choking hazard, may I just say, I don't know if we can really laugh at that because we kind of choked a 3-0 series lead. against the Red Sox in 2004.
I think we know that.
Yeah.
We know that. Anyway, final subject topic. Not really any more stupidity because that just segment was full of stupidity itself. Maybe we'll dedicate an episode to that. I don't know.
Oh God, no! Please.
We've dedicated episodes to other things on other platforms.
We'll lose subscribers. Okay. I'd rather sit here and debate over which breakfast food is better.
Well, we obviously know it's pancakes.
It's not pancakes. It's French toast.
See, we're already getting into this. It's pancakes, though. I'm telling you right now.
It's not pancakes.
Yes, it is pancakes, though. You cannot go wrong with an old-fashioned buttermilk pancakes.
Pancakes?
Pancakes? You want to ban cakes? You can't even speak English. What makes you think you're good for a podcast?
Pancakes play second fiddle to French toast every day.
No, you're not. I'm sorry. We're having a stupid debate. Yes, people in the chat, please answer which one's better. Kind of want to get your thoughts.
Are second fiddle to French toast always.
Tell me why.
You see, pancakes are kind of, I'm not going to say they're boring. They're good, obviously. They're my second favorite if it's not cereal. First of all, let me ask this: why don't you like eggs?
Because I don't like eggs.
Why don't you be specific though? Why don't you like eggs?
I like them in cakes. I like them in cupcakes. I like them in the batter.
No, we're talking about regular eggs, Alex.
Because I'm not a fan of scrambled eggs and all that crap, okay?
What if you put cheese over it?
No. If I don't like eggs, why would I like cheese on it?
Because it's something you like.
That doesn't make any sense. That's like saying I don't like hamburgers. Meanwhile, I'm going to put cheese on my hamburger, and that's going to make me like it. That's like we had that one person, I'm not naming names, this is true, by the way, people, who didn't like cheese pizza, but likes pepperoni pizza. Like, what the fuck is that?
There's probably people out there who do that, Alex.
Well, we know this for a fact. But yeah, pancakes, number one.
No.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, top baseball movies. So I'm going to name a few, and maybe select the top 5 or top 10.
Let me just say this before we get into the baseball movie segment. French toast is not when I have pancakes with French toast and pancakes with French toast. What am I saying?
You don't know how to talk.
Pancakes with maple syrup and French toast with maple syrup. I don't always need the maple syrup with French toast because maple syrup kind of carries the pancake.
I think you should just stop fucking talking.
Your taste buds are weird.
My taste buds are weird for someone who doesn't have fun and doesn't drink soda.
Yeah,
you didn't have a childhood.
I'd rather be on the healthy side, I mean, I liked Mountain Dew for a little bit.
Mountain Dew?
And Fanta.
Yeah, for a little bit, yeah. How much was that? Was that the time in 2021 that the Mets were relevant? Did it last that long, Luca? Come on. Anyway.
Maybe a little longer.
Probably not. Anyway, final segment. You can make a top 5 out of this. I just made a list of baseball movies. We could actually go into it a little bit, just our thoughts a little bit. I'm going to mention a couple that I actually didn't even see, and people are going to flip out on me with especially one of them. I remember I was on a stream with 2 people, and they said, how the fuck did you not watch this movie? I said, I didn't watch a movie. I didn't watch a full movie. Anyway, so here's a couple. Field of Dreams, The Natural, Mr. Baseball, Sandlot, Major League, the whole Major League franchise, Bad News Bears, 42, Benchwarmers, A League of Their Own, Moneyball, Little Big League, For the Love of the Game, 61, Rookie of the Year, Mr. 3000, Bad News Bears, Bull Durham, and for some reason, people don't consider this a baseball movie. I like to consider it a baseball movie because, I mean, it's not really a baseball movie, but it is. It's funny. Basketball.
That's not really, I don't characterize a baseball movie.
I still think it's funny.
Listen, it's a good movie. I'm not going to lie.
Field of Dreams, I kind of didn't get where people actually hated the storyline of that. And then
I
didn't
think
say
people are just morons, okay?
didn't make any sense or whatever.
Because their attention span's zero. They didn't want to actually dive into the story and actually focus on the movie. They'd rather sit on their phones for 5 fucking minutes.
5 hours, really.
5 hours.
But you know how many people actually know what the black sauce scandal is, right? Not many. The Natural. I thought that's one of my top movies, me personally. I've seen this since I was a kid.
Personally.
Well, yeah, thanks for leaking your shit, Captain Obvious, Genius, head, whatever,
Leaking your shit? Now you just sound disgusting.
I'm not gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna just pay any attention to you. Anyway, Mr. Baseball.
Have you watched it?
Luca, that's a stupid question. Of course I watched Mr. Baseball. I don't think it would be my top 5, honestly.
Nah, neither would I.
Because, I mean, my favorite scene in the movie is when Tom Selleck gets hit the second time, and then you got that Japanese pitcher who won't. I think it was Japanese or Chinese or whatever.
It's all Japanese.
Japanese pitcher wouldn't tip his cap, and then they just fought him. And then someone punched somebody, and the umpire's like, "Get out of here!" And some shit like that. I'm like, "Oh my god, that's funny." But that movie was okay. So I've never seen the full Sandlot. That's the one I was talking about. I've never seen. I'm a disgrace.
I haven't seen all the Sandlots, but I've seen the full Sandlot movie, the first one.
Okay, what do you think? What do you think, Genius?
I don't know if it would be in my top 5, honestly. Maybe if it is, it's probably like 4 or 5, honestly.
Well, so there is a person.
Here, let me try to rattle off my top 5. Number 1, Natural.
We haven't gone through all the movies in a summer yet.
Oh,
yeah, you need to stay on task. Anyway, with that being said, trying to think now because you made me lose track. Something you do. I remember the guy from SNY. I don't know if you saw the article. It said, "Oh, well, you got Freeman, Olsen, and Rizzo as options, but the Yankees have a better internal option at first base." The same guy thinks the Sandlot sucks, and I tweeted. If I could talk for 2 seconds, Luca, I tweeted. I said, "This guy must be a moron." It's like thinking, and I'm not saying this is DJ LeMahieu or Luke Voigt. I didn't read the article. I didn't care for it. I said this is like saying Gleyber Torres is the best shortstop option. Doesn't make any sense. You were saying before I was brutally interrupted.
Who was the guy who wrote that article?
Ryan something. I actually had. He liked one of my tweets criticizing him, which is like very weird. Ryan Morick. So
his name does not put any relevance to me. His name is not.
Oh, his credibility, is bye. And his bio says, "I have never seen Space Jam or any Rocky movie, so he falls in the same line with me. And The Sandlot sucks." So I don't know if I'd go the last one because I've never seen the full Sandlot. But that guy's irrelevant.
You are a sad, sad soul.
Major League, I feel like, is really underrated by some. YouTube has it free. The first movie, it has it free because I guess they don't consider it that good. I think it's funny.
It would be number 2 on my list.
Okay, you know what? I said don't leak your stuff, but no. I've never seen the full Bad News Bears. I'm going to be honest here.
Neither have I. The old version with whoever it was or the new version with Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton, that's a character. 42 I've seen in full.
Yeah, 42 I've seen in full.
I think it's a good movie. What was a movie? It was one of the first scenes, and I hate to reflect on this as like the main memory for me.
Did you forgot a movie, Little Big League?
I didn't even get to Little Big. I think I wrote it down, didn't say it. I said Little Big League. But anyway, before you interrupted me once again, you have a tendency of doing that. I don't like that. Anyway, with that being said, there was one movie, and I think it was Rookie of the Year or something like that, where a kid's playing baseball.
Yep, Rookie of the Year.
And he gets a hit, and he kills his grandmother.
I don't know if that was I don't know. I don't remember him killing his grandmother, but I just remember him being a Chicago Cub.
Well, obviously that's the promo. That's on the cover. But there was a baseball movie where the kid sucks at baseball at first, and then he hits a homer or something like that in like the first part of the movie and kills his grandmother, hits her right in the head with the baseball. But there's also that other movie that I saw at least in 7th grade. I don't remember any of the actors, where this kid, I think he was.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, Alex. I got to interrupt again. So I'm trying to look up a baseball movie where a kid kills grandmother.
You're getting a real good options with that one.
I don't even get there yet. Baseball movie where kid, and then the next 2 words that come up, gets shot.
You're a fucked up piece of person. Anyway, with that being said, now I forgot where I was going. There was that one movie I was showed to in 7th grade, and it was like this kid. I think he was smaller, some sort of disability, if I'm not mistaken, or whatever the case may be. And he had a crush on his friend's mother, and he hit Simon Birch. He hit a foul ball, and it killed the kid.
I don't think it was his grandmother.
No, I'm not saying it was his grandmother, but he hit a foul ball, and it like hit the woman right in the temple. Why am I thinking of this stuff? It is 12:30 at night, and I'm thinking about killing people. Jesus Christ, I've got to get some therapy or something. But back to the PG lifestyle. Not really. Moneyball is one. Obviously, for a lot of people, an all-time classic. A League of Their Own. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of, me personally, but
it's all right.
That's me. For the love of the game,
it has one of the more noble quotes of all time. There's no crying in
There's
baseball.
no crying in baseball. For the love of the game, I think that's honestly a little underrated. I mean, I've seen it a few times over the last few years, especially in the last 2, like on Verizon, and they have those channels where it's just movies playing and stuff without ads. For the love of the game has been on there with Kevin Costner. He's a Detroit Tiger, if anybody doesn't know. But with that being said, I think it's underrated. I think it's an underrated movie.
It's a nice movie.
Yeah. Bull Durham, if you people watch it on MLB Network, please don't watch it on MLB Network because they censor all the good stuff. Especially when, what the hell, Crash, is that his name? Kevin Costner in the movie?
Crash, I don't think that's, it might be.
Well, Kevin Costner's character argues a play at the plate. He gets ejected and he starts cursing at the umpire, which is one of my favorite scenes. And then also one of my favorite scenes is where they congregate on the mound about a wedding. I think that's personally funny. Yeah. And then I think the pitcher knocked out Kevin Costner, or at least punched him at a bar or something. But
Nuke Lelouch.
Yeah, okay. Wait, was that the pitcher?
No, Nuke was the pitcher. Crash was the catcher.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I've seen 61 before, but it's just been a while, so I can't really rate it.
I don't remember watching it, I'll be honest.
Mr. 3000, is that movie with
Bernie Mac?
Bernie Mac, yes. Is there no China's menu, jack off? Totally different movie, but I've never seen Mr. 3000. I've seen it once, and I think it was a scene where he was sliding into second base and didn't get there, or something like that. It wasn't Major League, because Major League's a separate movie, and there was a scene where I think it was Wesley Snipes' character didn't fully slide into second base, and he goes this, but
that was Major League.
No, I know, but I'm saying I thought there was a scene like that in Mr. 3000. Rookie of the Year, we already talked about. Basketball, if you want to consider it a baseball movie, not really. At times, it's more of a basketball, baseball, whatever the hell you want to consider it. I still think it's funny. And then Bad News Bears. If I didn't say that already, I feel like I said it already. Yeah,
you did.
Bad News Bears.
There's 2 editions. There's obviously the remake, and then there's the 1980s, 70s version or whatever.
Well, I didn't even know there was 2. So that's lack of baseball knowledge on my part. So narrow down your top 5, and we'll get out of here.
All right, top 5. Natural, number 1. Major League, number 2. Field of Dreams, number 3. Number 4, probably maybe Moneyball, in my opinion. And number 5, Sandlot.
Okay. All right. Any like baseball movie that's not that good in your head?
I wasn't crazy about League of Their Own, if I have to be quite honest. There's some other baseball movies. I mean, Benchwarmers is slightly out of the top 5. That was a good movie. It's a funny movie. So is Little Big League, but not really any baseball movie that I've watched that I say I'm not particularly crazy about this.
Gus Bus. Anyway, my top 5. I think Field of Dreams might surpass Natural on my list because
Really?
obviously now Field of Dreams has their own game. And with that being said, that whole intro, that was like the best thing the MLB did this year. And then Aaron Boone fucking fucked it up because he had to pitch all lefties against a right-handed dominant lineup of the White Sox and then the juiced balls. So there's that, but he fucked it up either way. I mean, that was a good White Sox lineup. But Field of Dreams has grown on me as my number 1. The Natural, number 2. Number 3, I'm going to go with Benchwarmers. I feel like that's a funny movie. It's a good movie.
In Major League?
Major League is number 4 for me. Major League is number 4 for me. I mean, I'm just going to take it as a franchise, in my opinion, because, you know, there's some funny scenes in 1. There are funny scenes in 2. 2 different movies, obviously. And then number 5, I'd go with 42, but it's not far off, in my opinion, from 2 movies, For the Love of the Game and Bull Durham. My opinion.
Yeah.
Those 2 have grown on me. But once again, number 1, Field of Dreams, 2, The Natural, 3, Benchwarmers, 4, Major League as a franchise, 5, 42, 6, probably Bull Durham, number 7, For the Love of the Game. So any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Let's see what comes to this owners meeting that's happening in Orlando. Probably nothing's going to happen, or nothing did happen. Rob Manfred's going to.
They're going to be in the ride. It's a small world after all. Yeah.
No, honestly, the Family Guy version. It's a tiny, tiny world. It's a tiny, tiny world. It's a tiny, tiny world.
God.
But overall, Rob Manfred's going to be chilling with Mickey Mouse and he's going to be talking to Mickey on how he's ripping Major League Baseball off of the players. But overall, I don't see anything.
Disney knows how to do that, though.
Honestly, I don't know what's going to come of it now that the players don't even have a meeting set with the owners. So
the owner is about to spend $20 on a fucking water bottle rather than spend the money on minor leaguers.
Depressing.
But if you guys haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications for NYY News TV. Check out some of the other podcasts. Hope we were entertaining for you guys. A little bunch of stupid segments in the middle with the stupid jokes. Try to make it as best as possible for you guys during this dead time. We would be talking about the offseason if there wasn't a work stoppage. But we appreciate you guys. Check out Big Blue in the Bronx, which is my YouTube channel that Luca appears on. We're doing a big Super Bowl show. Boys in the Big Apple, 8:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday. A lot of good guests. So if you're into football, well, come to our channel, and we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff there. So peace out, guys. See you later. Stay cool, and thanks for the support as usual. Also, peep the merch.
Yes,
but anyway,
please.
Have a nice day.
Before it hits the front page.